$1 million giveaway, and this is super cool. I have all the details for you in this video. Let's jump into it right away. But if you're new here, or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to subscribe by hitting that button right down below the video so I can keep you updated with all of this information that continues to change very, very fast during this very busy time. I'm watching everything closely, and I'm doing all the research which I break down into these short videos so that you can get all the latest details hot off the wire each and every day, just like cool programs I'm going to share with you right here in this video. So if you haven't done so yet, make sure to subscribe down below. Totally free to do so, and I'll continue to be here for you to help you out in any way that I possibly can, and to make sure that you're staying updated and informed with everything going on during this incredibly busy time. All right, thanks again. Subscribe down below, and let's jump right into the video. All right, so this is awesome. I want to talk about this program for you and this cool story. Now, full disclaimer before we get into it, this is not going to apply to everybody here on the channel. However, I can probably tell you this much. This is something that's really cool that is just happening right here, right now, and I would not be surprised one bit if this starts happening across the country in many other states, cities, and locations, because this is honestly really cool. And honestly, I wanted to make a dedicated video about this just because it is a really cool gesture and something that's going on right now, and I wanted to talk through it. But stick with me, and at the end of the day, at the end of this video, hopefully at the end of this, you'll at least get a smile out of the program. Anyway, let me talk you through the details about this. So remember yesterday, I was out in a video, I believe it was the video that I had out late in the evening, and I talked about this guy in Chicago by the name of Willie Wilson. Again, I had no clue who this person was until yesterday when I found this information, and I started reading about it, and apparently he is a wealthy business owner in Chicago. But here's more about the story and what else I want to tell you here. So just the other day, he allocated $200,000 to give away to about 4,000 people in the Chicago area, where they could go to the local gas stations and fill up to $50 worth of free gas, because he was willing to take $200,000, peel it off because he had done really well for himself, and help out a bunch of people with $50 worth of gas in their cars. Well, sure enough, as you can probably anticipate, if there was free gas coming to your place, you'd probably be in your car, probably waiting in line, right? I know that we probably would be. Why not, right? Seriously, this guy wants to help out. Here's what's super cool about it. So it was such a hit, such a huge success and turnout that Willie Wilson got, which, by the way, huge, congratulations slash hats off slash thank you very much to Willie Wilson. I mean, seriously, it's really cool what this guy's doing. Anyway, so here's what he did. He's adding another $800,000 to this for a total of $1 million that he's giving away in Chicago. So let me tell you the details about this, because if you are in Illinois or if you're in the Chicago area, you might want to check this out. And I'll tell you all the details about this, because old Willie, he's coming back and he's throwing down a milli. Willie throwing down a milli. I don't know. I just thought of that. Oh, yeah, I'm a loser. I'm sorry. That's not funny. Anyway, sorry. I just thought that was kind of funny as I thought about it. As I said it, I thought, oh, man, that rhymes, that I got to throw this down because it's kind of funny slash it's not funny at all. All right, anyway, so Willie's throwing down a milli called $1 million, and basically he's going to help out a bunch of people in Chicago. So let me tell you the details on this, because it has not happened yet, but yet it is coming. So you might want to be aware of this. So here's what he's going to do. There are 50 different gas stations around the Chicago area. It looks like it's more like on the south side of Chicago. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not familiar with Chicago, never been there, so I'm not familiar with it. I'm not going to act like I do, but it looks like, from what I was reading about this, it looks like maybe the south side of Chicago. Again, there's probably more than that. There's 50 gas stations that are participating. But this coming Thursday, which is March 24th, March 24th, this coming Thursday, he's going to be doing this. So it's coming up here in a few days. You might want to watch for this. So here's what they're doing. 50 participating gas stations are going to be honoring this. So basically what's going to happen is he's allocating, he has $1 million set there, ready to go. And out of these 50 gas stations, he's going to be allowing basically anybody to pull up into the gas station. Volunteers will pump up to $50 worth of gas into your car. It's totally free, totally off of Willie, because of his generous ideas here and the cool program that he's throwing down here. So remember, just a couple days ago, or what was it? I think it was yesterday or Thursday, he did $200,000, which helped about 4,000 cars. So if that's the case, he's going to be helping out, like, what is this going to be? For like 20,000 cars? Is that math right? I think that math is correct. I did not run the math. I just roughly did it in my head right there. I think that's accurate. 20,000 vehicles will be helped out with $50 or up to $50 worth of gas to be put in your car because of Willie Wilson. So that's pretty cool right there. So here's what you need to know. Let me condense this down really quickly here. Thursday, March 24th in Chicago, 50 gas stations will be participating, $1 million up for grabs, and you can get up to $50 worth of gas pumped into your car completely for free, provided you go to one of the 50 participating gas stations in Chicago, all thanks to Willie Wilson. So again, I did a little bit of research on this guy. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't look up much, but I looked him up a little bit just because I was kind of curious, who is this guy and like what's his deal? If he just has $1 million that he can throw down and just do this, obviously he probably has, quite a few $1 million sitting around. I would guess anyway, if he's peeling off a million of it to help like this, I'm guessing he's probably doing pretty well, right? So really, really cool gesture here. This is awesome. I love programs like this. I love stories like this. I just think it's so cool to have somebody like that who clearly has done really well for himself, and now it's time for him to kind of step up and help out some people that are struggling. I think it's so cool, to do this. I don't know. I'm really inspired by stories like this. I just love this kind of stuff. So anyway, if you are in the Chicago area, or if you are in the surrounding area, or if you can get there, whatever, I would say do a couple things here. Research this on your own just to qualify everything that I'm telling you here. But then again, you might want to look up some gas stations that are participating and see which ones are closest to your location. Double check the date that I gave you. Again, Thursday, March 24th. Just double check it. That's the date that I saw. But again, I just want to make sure that I'm telling you, right information here. Again, that's what I found, but I just want you to make sure that you're getting the right information here. Double check all this stuff. Figure out which one is closest to you. And if you're interested, check it out. Up to $50 worth of gas. But here's one more thing that I want to throw out there as well. Let's say that you have a car and it has a 12-gallon tank of gas, or 12-gallon gas tank, and your tank will hold, say, 8 gallons, right? 8 gallons. So you pull up and they pump into your car, let's just say $32 worth of gas. It's not like they're going to give you the extra 18, 32 plus 18 is 50. They're not going to give you like $18 back in cash. I don't think that's how the program works. Like I said, it's up to $50. On the contrary, let's just say that you drive a huge truck and your gas tank is 26 gallons. I don't even know if that's a thing, if a truck has a 26-gallon gas tank. I'm not really sure. I don't know much about vehicles, but let's just say it does. And let's just say on a good day, it would take $110 to fill your tank. Well, if you pull up and you're totally empty, they're going to pump $50 into your tank and that's going to be it. You're not going to get more than that, but they said up to $50. So anyway, just wanted to break that down for you, just so that there's no miscommunication or confusion about this. But anyway, it's really cool that Willie, saw such a great response with this thing yesterday when he was doing this. It was either yesterday or Thursday. I'm honestly not really sure. I saw conflicting information. One report said Thursday he did this, and then another one said Friday. So I think it was honestly just a typo in the information that I was reading about this. But either way, it was either yesterday or the day before that Willie Wilson did this with the $200,000. Anyway, super cool stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if we see more things like this popping up around the country right now. It's interesting. Like I mentioned yesterday, of course, leave it to the rich guy, leave it to the private sector, leave it to the entrepreneurs and the philanthropists, people like this who want to come forward and help out a bunch of people right now that are struggling versus our own representatives, our own senators, our own Congress, the states, things like this. It's just kind of funny, you know what I mean? Like, how coincidental that, you have this guy who has, no reason to do this. Let's just be real. He has no reason to do this other than the fact he simply wants to help. Whereas it's kind of like the state's duty and the federal government's duty to kind of look out for people during times like this. And yes, I do know that the president has talked about releasing 30 million barrels of oil from the strategic reserves. Who cares? 30 million barrels is not going to do anything. It's not going to do anything. We consume I don't know, what was it, 20 million barrels a day or something like that? I just saw it the other day. We consume tens of billions of barrels of oil a day. So 30 million barrels of oil being released from the strategic reserves is not going to do anything. It's maybe going to lower the price like a couple pennies for a couple days at the most. That's it. So it's a nice gesture, but realistically, it's not going to do much for us. So anyway, a $50 tank of gas or $50 worth of gas in your tank from a philanthropist, entrepreneur, Willie Wilson like this is going to get you much further than a few pennies off per gallon from releasing oil from the reserves, or even repealing the 18.4 cent federal gas tax. That's going to take a very long time to add up to $50. So anyway, just want to throw this out there. Again, I generally wouldn't make a dedicated video like this talking about one story, one program in one city, in one state, in the entire country. I generally wouldn't do this, but I thought it was such a cool idea, such a cool program, and I just talked about this yesterday evening. I thought, hey, this is really cool. He's bumping it up once again. He's upping his ante, and he's going in a little bit bigger here. I don't know. Super cool. Hopefully he can inspire some other, mega rich people around the country right now. Hopefully they can step forward and do something cool like this as well. I don't know. This is generally where you see things happen like this. This is generally where you start to see trends take place, right? You have one person who's the pioneer. You have the pioneer who goes out and does something cool. They get a lot of publicity about it. They get a lot of PR about all this. They get a lot of attention. And then other people around the country start thinking, hey, that's cool. I want to do that too. I want the spotlight for a minute. What if I can do that? You know what I mean? So I wouldn't be shocked one bit if we see this going on around the country here going forward. But again, no promises. I have no clue what rich people are doing with their money. I have no clue what they're doing. But anyway, my point is, super cool gesture. So, hey, Willie Wilson, if you happen to be watching this, I highly doubt you are, but if you happen to be watching it, hey, super cool stuff. Thanks for helping out all the people in the area of Chicago. Super cool gesture. I hope that I can get to the point that you're at someday and do all of that for this community as well. There's a lot of people out there that are struggling right now, but you know what? My duty and my commitment is to be here for everybody right here in this community in any way that I possibly can. Which probably would not be a good time right now to talk about the little giveaways that I do here on the channel, $1,000 here and there. Oh, that's small potatoes compared to, Willie and his Millie. Yeah. Oh, man, now I feel really good about myself, right? All right, I should probably turn this thing off because, I don't know, I'm just doing what I can here, you know what I mean? So anyway, I'll keep doing the little giveaways, $100 here and there, $1,000 here and there. Willie, he swings a big bat. I swing one of those little bats, like a little kid walks around with, Anyway, mine's like the little plastic one that the kid gets with a wiffle ball. Yeah, that's kind of like what my bat is. But Willie, he has the, what's it called? Louisville Slugger, I think you have. I don't know. Anyway, now I'm off talking about baseball analogies, and honestly, I don't know anything about baseball or even sports at all. I don't know much about anything, just a few things. That's about all I know. Anyway, I know a lot about a few things and pretty much nothing about the rest. So anyway, that's kind of my life. So anyway, all right, I got to turn this thing off now because I'm just going to start embarrassing myself even more than I already have. All right, so anyway, if you're in Chicago, check that out. Super cool program. Hey, huge shout out to Willie Wilson. Super cool stuff. And if you happen to be in the Chicago area, check it out. And I wish you the best of luck with it. And congratulations if you happen to grab any of that money from old Willie the Millionaire. All right, subscribe down below if I haven't freaked you out too much. And go back and check out any of the other videos here on the channel. And feel free to share these with your friends, family, and social media. Thanks again. I truly appreciate it. And I'll catch you